Alright, welcome to another episode of Hot Rod City. For my residents, it's nice to see you again. If you're just a visitor, you can go down, I think it's over here, to subscribe. So I haven't quite working on. I'm trying to do what I can to get better at this. I actually have a new camera. I got it for Christmas. So we're seeing how this works out. So, alright. The front of this OC60 looks kind of crummy. Want to update it. This is one of the reasons I know it's an old military truck. These things are on it. Every military truck I've ever bought has had one of these stupid brush guards. And they don't line up. And when I say they don't line up, I mean they fit the truck like they're supposed to. But the hole here, my symmetrical brain goes, hey, this headlight is supposed to be in the middle of it. Or there should be a light here or something. It just bugs me. And it's bent here, and it's not actually held on very, very much. So, since we're going for like a big rig look on this, I'm taking this off. So I got old school AJ here helping me today because, and Andrew, good old boy Andrew is a no-show. I think him and his boss are somewhere cuddling, doing something. I don't know, his other employer. So he's not on his girlfriend doesn't have him on the leash. His sugar mama is not keeping track of him this week, so I don't know where he is. But I got 2 more bolts left to pull this off, and then we can address the atrocity that is the front of this truck. So. Alright, there's a lot of damage in this area here. I think it's just from rust in like a small branch or something, but it's not attached so much to the bucket anymore. So, the other side's rusting out the bottom as well. I have a sheet of, I think it's like just some cheap expanded metal, like I think it's galvanized. So, and I got a bunch of scratch stainless. Nothing to get excited about. So I'm going to attempt, my idea is to build a flange, like a 1 or 2 inch flange, to go follow this basic line here. And then drill holes and TIG weld up some stainless bolts to the back, so we can bolt the expanded metal to it and then mount everything up against it. That's my idea. I'm hoping that might do something. So, or I'll probably make some brackets. So, I don't know, it's just getting it apart and trying to sink the headlights in some more. And to get clearance to get one big smooth grill out of this. So, I got plans to build a big 16-inch stainless steel bumper full of lights, everything. But for this episode, we're working on this grill. So, AJ, if you would do, okay, you want me to do the honors?
Your truck.
Ah, son of a nut-sucking, there's a wire in there. Why you gotta give me a sharp blade? What's wrong with you?
A lot of things. We have already discussed this.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna try to,
My mom threw me across the yard, remember?
is that before or after she fed you lead paint?
I think before and after.
Are you still eating that shit?
Yeah.
Iron fiber, doesn't bind you up or nothing?
No, it's actually pretty good.
Oh, I got a... I don't even know where. Huh? Man, I got bend that piece all back up in there. Man, you bent my chub leg. There, I got it straight. You don't you worry. shout out to my mother-in-law for buying my son a bunch of big stuff he doesn't need. So that way I have cardboard that I do need. So the good thing about this, I have this piece of cardboard here to make a template of this right here. The neat thing is, obviously, it's the same from this side to that side. So if I make this one and I go like this, it'll fit that side. So my actual goal is once this is all assembled, I want it to be one big piece. So and we're still kind of figuring out whether or not we want actual, if we want to actually phantom grill this. I kind of still do, because I don't care. So, all right, I think we got a game plan going here. This is a basic one for the stainless. So a lot of the, I don't want to say big rig, but a lot of the truck grills you see will have a border around them with a bunch of bolts. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to do pretty much the same thing with this piece of stainless. Because like I said, there's going to be a stainless bumper, the tanks are stainless. There's going to be a stainless visor, big rig visor on there, and probably other stainless pieces. Alright, so I took the aluminum piece that I had, not that these were cut out of, but I had a piece of 4 foot, 14 inches wide or whatever. So, maybe a little more. Yeah, I guess it was probably 14, 15, maybe 16 inches wide. So I cut this piece down. And it's not the most straightest cut, but what I did, I took the rest of it to my local joint, and I just had them put it in the shear. I gave the kid $5. So what I'm going to do is 86 the one that I cut, and try to pair these together in a manner I can get an end to weld together. Alright, what we're going to do is I'm going to break out my TIG welder, which is buried over there. And I'm just going to clean the edges off, clean the ends, and weld two of these together. What that's going to do is give me an 8-foot strip. I don't need that. I only need 66 inches and a little bit in a goat hair. Alright, as you can see, I got my 4-foot strips welded. It's not the prettiest thing. I put them down with 100, and that's how pretty much how it looks now. There's my seam. So I'm not using the whole 8 foot. The grill piece is 66 inches, but the freaking seam is pretty much a 1/4 inch thick. So I'm going to do a 1/4 inch and divide it, or split the difference so it hangs an 1/8. So I'm going to cut these down to 66 1/4 and pick the best spot in it and the best versions of the sides, because some of them are corroded up. This is some aluminum that's been sitting behind my garage for probably the better part of a decade, and we're just building a goofy rat rod truck, so this is what we're doing. So I've already gone to the hardware store and bought $40 freaking worth of hardware, $45 worth of hardware, and a couple of drill bits. So I'm going to mark this down once I find my square, and then we'll cut. So I took and drew a center line, because this is 2 inches wide, so I put it at 1 inch, and I started at the center and did 6 inches out. So I'm planning to do a bolt every 6 inches, and I hope I got enough, because if not, I got to go to a different store to get more. So. I got good old boy Andrew here doing the drilling today. Yeah, he's in an adult onesie. He's got a slumber party or something to go to later, so. But I got him drilling holes because I figure he's got to earn his meals today.